Jesse Winker is coming off an all-star season in 2021 and back-to-back seasons with an OPS over 930. But this year, his first in Seattle, he struggled big time.
0-2 pitch. Fights it off. It popped up. It'll be Devers making a play.
So what is going on with Winker? That's what we'll dig into in this video. Be sure to hit the like if you're a Mariner fan or just want to see Winker get out of this and to support the video. Of course, be sure to subscribe so you can find your way back to the channel easier for all of the upcoming baseball content. For his career, Jesse Winker has a weighted on-base average of 366, nearly 50 points higher than the league average of 317. This year, he's at 305. To provide even more context, that is a slash line of 219, 337, and 335 with an OPS of 672, 180 points below his career OPS, and an OPS plus of 99. That actually getting a boost over the last two games where he's gone 4 for 8 with 2 home runs. Can he keep that up? Let's get into what he had done last year and for his career that made him the hitter he was, but he struggled to do this year. For his career, he had always hit right-handed pitching very well. 298, 394, and 514 slash line with a 907 OPS and 60 of his 70 career home runs coming off righties. This season, though, he's struggled with a 218, 340, and 299 slash line and a 639 OPS versus right-handed pitching, and half of those home runs coming off righties. You might think righties have started to pitch him like lefties had. They haven't. I checked. It's more about the fastball giving him trouble. Since 2017, he either batted over 300 or slugged over 500 every year except 2020. This year, he's batting 195 on the heater and slugging just 309. This tells me there is a mechanical or timing issue. Winker swears it's not mechanical, as he told Matt Calkins of the Seattle Times for a story back on June 19th. "I'm not playing well, and that's just as simple as it can get," said Winker, who leads the AL with 42 walks at the time, but is batting 209 and 299, slugging, again, at the time. Quote, "I just gotta figure it out." From Calkins, expectations were obviously high. Can you speak to the level of frustration you're feeling and maybe what you expected of yourself? "Things are obviously not going well," replied Winker, insisting his slump is not due to a mechanical issue. "What I expected was not that, and it's my job to figure out why and turn it around." And based on his comments to Wyman and Bob on 710 a.m. a few weeks earlier, he's checked. You need to get better, and you need to make adjustments, and that's what I'm doing right now, he said. "I'm figuring some things out about myself when it comes to hitting, and I'm going to implement them. I'm excited about that." He went on to say, "I just start paying attention. What are guys doing to me? How are they playing me? Where am I hitting the ball? How am I hitting the ball? How am I loading? Just kind of what do I look like?" And you go from there and you can make adjustments. Of course, I had to take a look. I do apologize for the light flare. This is the one camera angle where it's a fastball down the middle and the camera angle is straight on. Bear with me. You can see with this side by side on the same pitch location that things look very similar with the hands, shoulders, heads, hips, feet. So mechanically, he might be right. I did notice one thing, and it happens before the pitch is delivered. So we're talking timing or maybe just his presence in the box. Notice in Cincy, his back arched away. He appears to be leaning back almost out of the strike zone. Compare that to Seattle, and he's sort of eliminated that, standing straight up. Now, this is not an all-the-time thing. He does arch back in Seattle, but I've noticed it to be inconsistent. That's a key word here. This pitch with the Reds that he destroys, he takes that lean back arch posture into his load up and crushes it. Here in Seattle, he gets under it. Now, this is not definitive. This is just something I noticed. Seattle fans What are you seeing? Seattle fans that have watched every inning of every Mariner game and all of Winker's at-bats, what are you seeing? This is interesting because, again, sometimes he's leaning back, sometimes he isn't, sometimes it's more pronounced, sometimes it's less. I can tell you that everything a batter does when they step in the box is done with purpose, where their hands are, where their shoulders are, what they're doing with their back. It's a thought out, it's a craft. So it's interesting that we have this inconsistency with his, it looks like a timing mechanism, leaning back. All of this brings us to our third problem. He's getting under the ball more, and it stands out when we look at his batted ball profile. 31.2% under this year compared to 22.1% for his career. Pop-ups nearly doubled, 9.1% this year compared to 5.5% for his career, and a 33.3% hard hit rate compared to a 41.7% for his career. Is he trying to get under it because his home games aren't in a home-friendly park? Great American Ballpark had a home run plus of 163 for left-handed hitters over the last 3 years, while T-Mobile comes in below average with a home run plus of 95. Now, one thing to remember, he missed the end of last season with an intercostal injury. Is there a chance that is still nagging him? I'd say it's unlikely, but I don't think it can be ruled out, even if he says he's fine. We're obviously going to be hoping for Winker to maybe ride this little mini hot streak over the last 2 games and get on a tear, bounce back, have a great season for the Seattle Mariners. Baseball is better when Jesse Winker is on point and he's playing better. So we will be rooting for Winker to get back on track. Comment and let me know what you think. Is this a situation of a player going to a new team and struggling? This is not a payday situation because he was traded. This was not a free agent thing. He was traded by the Reds to Seattle, so you can't say he took the money and ran. What do you think? Is Winker going to get it back on track, or is this just how he's going to be? I think he's going to get back on track. That's my feeling on this. That's what I'm rooting for. Comment below. Let me know what you think. And, of course, hit that like to support the video, to show your support. If you're a Mariner fan, if you want Winker to bounce back, hit that like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming baseball content that is coming around. I appreciate you all for taking some time to spend it here with the channel. I'll add some links to some of the other content I have done recently. And, as always, thank you for watching my video.